It be like say the water, we reach everywhere this weekend though. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And man, some results in even the other leagues really surprised me, because I already did a preview or a review of the games that happened in the Premier League and how the likes of Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool were obviously beaten at the weekend. And so this particular video, I'm just going to run through the results of the other games in the other leagues. And I'm talking of La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, and the French Liga. So let me just start off and just head straight into the video. We'll start off with La Liga, where it is match day 6, and Real Madrid losing 5-2 to Atletico Madrid. Yes, I agree that Madrid derbies are usually very tricky, but somehow Real Madrid always gets over the line. And looking at their results, leading to that game, Real Madrid have won all their games. And so seeing them lose like that to Atletico, it was painful. It was really painful because I'm sure Alonso did not see that coming. He did not. That was the La Liga way of welcoming him officially to the team, to the squad. That yes, so do not underestimate our hack rivals, because man, losing 5-2 to Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitano, I didn't see that coming. I, in my preview, actually said worst case scenario they were going to draw the match, because I know Atletico, they score, but they struggle a bit defensively. And obviously we saw that in them conceding those first 2 goals against Mbappe and what's his name now? I think Adla Gula. But seeing Real Madrid concede like that, Julian Alvarez scoring 2 goals, Alexander Slot scoring, even Griezmann that has not scored in how many games, eventually scored against who? Real Madrid. It's crazy. That's what football is about. But you know what? I'm still not going to shake as much, because as I said, Real Madrid knows how to get results. They can be very funny when it also comes to getting that defensive work done. But this is obviously just going to be one-off. Yeah, it's just going to be one-off. So, but it's just painful that they lost against Atletico Madrid. I'm on that one. It go pain them. And then Barcelona were able to get over the line against Real Sociedad. It was a 2-1 win for them. Barcelona, for me, I just feel like they just get the job done, right? They try to get the job done. So seeing them winning that game, I wasn't expecting anything less. I actually even did find it difficult, for them not to get more goals. I felt like they had a lot of chances, they missed some, and so just getting the win and getting over the line, getting the result was good enough. And looking at the fact that Real Madrid even lost their game, it was an opportunity for them to be level on, I think, on points with Real Madrid, which so it was quite good that they got the result. Lamine Yamal was back to the squad. Lewandowski also obviously got a goal, but it was a fine goal actually from him. And I think Lewandowski, for me, he just gives this hurricane vibe sometimes. Like when I say hurricane, I'm just like, this nigga doesn't get tired, man. But yeah, I'm happy that Barcelona were able to get the result. And it's back-to-back results for them, because they won the league, the Champions League match, and so seeing them win in this one, it was good. I think it was a good one. And then over to La Liga, where Marseille were able to beat Paris Saint-Germain in the game before this one. They also came from a goal down to eventually beat Strasbourg 2-1. Now, when I look at this myself side, I've always said it, they're a very tricky team. They're a very stubborn team. Forget they play either home or away. I'm not even surprised that they beat Strasbourg. Strasbourg, for me also, I think they've been picking up results in this particular season. But myself, for me, I think they have this momentum going for them. So definitely, I felt they were probably going to nick it, which was exactly what happened. It was a 2-1 win for them in that one. Aubameyang got a goal. And for me, I just feel like Aubameyang is up and down, like he's causing this match. Yes, I know that he doesn't start off some of those games, but even in the games where he comes off as substitute, it still doesn't have much of an impact. But this particular game, he did. He scored a goal for them, and so yeah, I think presently Marseille is number 2 on the table. So yeah, they're doing all right. They're getting results as expected. And then Paris Saint-Germain, obviously it was a 2-0 win for them against Auxerre. I'm not surprised. So yeah, they still remain top of the table. And then Lyon winning away at Lille. It's not much of a surprise. Yeah, it's not much of a surprise. Looking at how well they've done this season, I'm not surprised. So yeah, it was a good one for them. But Lille also have been a very stubborn team. I won't even lie. When you look at some of the results they've gotten, you can tell that yes, they're giving a lot of teams tough time. Lyon, for me, I thought would have gotten maybe more goals, but Lyon is a very good side defensively, so I'm not surprised. And then obviously we head over to Bundesliga where, yeah, Harry Kane scored. He scored 2 goals, including a penalty, which I thought wasn't a penalty, but it's Bundesliga, I guess. But yeah, he scored 2 goals. They eventually won that game 4-0 against Werder Bremen. As I said, I'm not surprised. They are playing at home. There's nothing Werder Bremen can do. They will beat them, and they showed 4-0. So yeah. And then Borussia Dortmund won their game. I think Adeyemi scored in that one. He scored an assist, which yeah, I think it was a good one. And then Bayer Leverkusen also came from a goal down to eventually win the game 2-1. I think Kasper Hallman is already getting the team to play as the usual. Bayer Leverkusen, will see they've now moved into the top half of the table, and it's good. So yeah, they're getting results as expected. And then to the last team, which is the Italian Serie A, is obviously Juventus playing out a 1-1 draw against Atalanta. I said in my preview that if Juventus don't get their defensive work right, they would, if they don't lose that game, it will be by stroke of luck that they get a point, and which was exactly what happened. It was a 1-1 draw against Atalanta, and yeah, I think that's about right. That's about the result you would expect between these two sides. And then Inter Milan were able to beat Cagliari 2-0 away from home, not a surprise. And then the final game in Serie A is AC Milan beating defending champions 2-1. That for me is also not a surprise. And you know why? Because AC Milan have been playing so well. I said it, if for any reason Napoli is able to get the points or whatever result they're able to get against this AC Milan side, they have to do the extra work, because when I look at this AC Milan side, they are not the same AC Milan squad. Yes, the same players, but their style of play, the way they're so aggressive when it comes to both defensively and attacking wise, they're different teams entirely. Allegri has gotten this squad playing so well. I knew Napoli were going to have a tough time. Yeah. And what happened? Pulisic got a goal and had an assist. Yes, he had a falling out with the head coach some time back, but it seems they've sorted out their issue, and he looks like the winger that they bought. So Napoli, yeah, I think it's probably their first game losing, but they just have to do more than what they've done last season, because you look at the likes of Juventus, Atalanta, they are not joking. Inter Milan, you literally look at that table, you can see how close they are. Literally, I think it's about a point difference. AC Milan is even top of the table right now. That is how weird Serie A is right now. Like, a lot of these other teams are not joking. Inter Milan, yeah, they are giving a fight for it. Even Roma are like, we ain't playing. So some of these big teams, they will be giving Napoli a tough time defending that title. Yes, there are some games they will eventually get results, but if they're not careful, they won't. So those are my thoughts on some of the games that happened in the other leagues, the Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, and definitely the French Ligue 1. I think some of the results were expected, so I'm not really surprised until the next match. And I think that will probably be after, because the Champions League will return to the Champions League this week. I will do a separate video for that preview. But definitely, I think, as I said, some of the results were expected. But those are my thoughts on some of the games and the results played over the course of match day 5 and 6 in some of the leagues. Yes, share your thoughts in the comment section, what you think or feel about some of the results. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you for those that are subscribed already, and those that are still thinking, what are you waiting for? I don't know. Please support your girl. Okay? Thank you guys so much. But yes, subscribe to the channel and also put on your post notification button to get our latest videos when they drop. But finally, also follow us on all our social media handles at _official FSH. Please, we still need that love across all our social media platforms. And yeah, until I come your way again, it's bye from me. Bye.